Hi everyone, and welcome to this tutorial bite for Oxygen Not Included, which is an in-depth look at how to deal with the first cycle. I'm going to talk through what things to consider, how to plan early, and how to put this plan into action. If you want to know more about the planetoid types in the game, or how to choose your starting dupes, then see my tutorial bites on these topics. Here I've chosen a Terrania cluster map from the Spaced Out DLC and have my digger, builder and researcher. And jumping right in, we're going to start with our 3 dupes, a printing pod and a little food and oxygen. I'm going to play on the top speed, but pause to plan or explain my thought process. My goal for cycle 1 is to always have outhouses, wash basins and cots, and we'll try to get the room bonus if we have time. Right away I'm going to start planning, and there are 2 main things to look out for: water and temperature. We'll need water to fill our wash basins and very soon for advanced research. Later on we can use it for food or oxygen. Looking around this map, I can see water to the left, so we're going to need to build in that direction. The next consideration is temperature, and as you can see in the temperature overlay on the F3 hotkey, the starting biome is almost always a nice green around 22 degrees. But there are some hotter areas here in the right and bottom sides of the map where the other biomes are. Therefore, I would start to plan the base more up and towards the left to keep our core base area within this. Whilst you can enter these hotter areas earlier on, they will speed up how early you need to deal with temperature and cooling, which are normally mid-game issues. With this in mind, we have a plan, and we need to do a little digging to unlock the materials which will enable us to build. We'll do this to the left side towards the water. And then I'll put a ladder down on this side too. I usually put the ladder either directly to the left or right of the printing pod, and note that I will leave a second tile as a gap for now that will eventually be filled with a fire pole. Digging left towards the water, I can now place a pitcher pump which will allow us to gather the water. And here we'll just let the dupes build. I'm cutting forward here to show you an example of what my early layout will look like. This is too much to get done by cycle 1, but I wanted to make sure you have a clear idea of what my plan is as I start to place buildings and rooms. So back to the live game, we've sorted our water source, so here we'll place our outhouses and wash basins. I'm only going to place 3 of each because this is the minimum we need, and I'll leave a gap for the 4th. This is because the maximum room size is 64 tiles, and that's achieved with a width of 16, or 8 total outhouses and wash basins, with a height of 4. 4 is the standard room height because this is the maximum height duplicants can reach from ground level, although when doing this you'll need to build the ceilings from above. You can check out my tutorial bite on rooms by clicking on the card. We'll let them carry on and build this, and I'll also use a task priority system here to ensure they focus on getting the key bits set up. We don't need to dig out the entire room, but the dupes will need at least a 2-tile high gap to fit through. As this is nearing completion, we also want to get some cots planned in so the dupes can sleep, and this will more or less complete our goals for cycle 1. I'll make a square room up here, and so I'm going to leave 4 tiles for the floor below. I need to dig some metal ore, or copper ore in this case, so we can make doors. Also note that it's better to not dig the oxylite, as it will eventually all off-gas into useful oxygen. If you dig it, like any other tile, half the mass is lost in the debris formed. Just be careful that you'll need to add tiles when they're completely off-gas so dupes don't get stuck. I'm then going to build the cots on top of this next floor. I'll add a door here to enclose the bathrooms to make a latrine room. With that completing, we've reached downtime at the end of the cycle and achieved everything we set out to do. We've also achieved the latrine room bonus down here, although we didn't get the barracks for the cots. So now it's downtime, the dupes are going to eat, use the toilet, and then sleep. Unfortunately here, I've left some shinebugs in the bedroom, which are keeping the dupes up. I'm going to place some attack commands to kill these off so they don't keep waking up my dupes. Also closing in the bedroom will help with this. So with that all done, we've successfully completed cycle 1 in Oxygen Not Included, and that's all I wanted to cover for this video. I hope this helps you start your colonies with confidence, and thanks for watching.